Your Country 1039 KGRT, Lady A, and Need You Now.
Time now for your question of the day. Brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Markets of Las Cruces. Fresh produce, bread, meat, honey, food trucks, handmade art, music, and more. Every Saturday and Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m., downtown Las Cruces.
That's right. Time for our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. And today, if you didn't know, is Kindergarten Day. That's right. National Kindergarten Day, celebrated annually on the 21st of April to honor the birthday of Friedrich Frobel. Yes, that is the person who founded the first kindergarten in Germany in 1837. Yeah, recognizing, of course, the importance of play-based learning and early childhood education. And also give your kindergarten teachers a big thank you, because they absolutely deserve it. And today's the day to celebrate the foundational, social, and academic skills learned in these programs. I loved kindergarten, and I don't think there's anybody that didn't like kindergarten. In fact, I have a theory. Hear me out here, okay? I have a theory that as we get older, what we're doing is kind of working our way back to kindergarten. We find out that we miss those things that we enjoyed in kindergarten. Think about it. You get up, right? You go over, you hang out with your friends. Maybe you get breakfast. Sometimes, some kindergartens will do breakfast if you get there early enough. You hang out with your friends. Sometimes you do some really cool activities. Then you get lunch, possibly a little nap in the afternoon, right? I'm just saying that as we get older, we're basically thinking about getting back to kindergarten. I don't know. I could be totally wrong about that, but I have noticed that I have a great fondness for the afternoon nap these days that I didn't quite have so much when I was in kindergarten. But I ask you this. What is the thing that you miss about kindergarten? What do you miss when you think about your kindergarten days, hanging out with your friends, maybe doing some arts and crafts, playing some games over outside for recess or something like that? What is it that you miss about kindergarten? What is it that you think that the kindergartners have that we as adults need to discover again? And yes, I know the lack of paying bills is definitely one of them, but no, not a way to get out of that. But yeah, what do you miss about kindergarten? Think about it. Let me know your answers. You can call them in. You can text them in at 575-523-KGRT. That's 575-523-5478. Of course, we are live on our social media pages, and we do a little extra afterwards. So come and join us on our Facebook and YouTube pages, and let me know your answer for our question of the day today. What do you miss about kindergarten? I've said it. I'll say it again. I have rediscovered that fondness for the afternoon nap for sure. Let me know your answers for our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. All right. All of the buttons are pushed, and we are good to go. So, yeah. What do you miss about kindergarten? Do you miss the arts and crafts, or the ability to express your creativity through the arts and crafts? Do you miss just hanging out with your friends on the playground, playing games, maybe a little game of football? I know it's kind of tough to get away with tag these days and stuff like that, but, we had a lot of fun. But when I grew up, I'm a Gen X kid. We had all that dangerous playground equipment, which was still fun. Slightly painful sometimes, but still fun. Like I said, grab a snack, hang out with your friends, play a few games, take an afternoon nap. It's a good life. It really is. But what do you think? What do you miss about kindergarten? That's our question of the day. Let's see. Oh, bummer. Somebody said they didn't go to kindergarten. They started school at 5 years old. So I guess they're not missing much about kindergarten. Well, what do you miss about even, just before you had to go to school, Somebody said recess. Got that one in real quick as well. It would be kind of cool if we could just take a break during our workday, go outside, play a little hoops. We used to have a basketball hoop in the back here at the station. I never used it because I don't know how many basketballs I've lost over the years, but we used to have one out there, which is kind of cool. Should go take a few shots every once in a while. I don't know. That would be recess would be cool, even if you are just kind of hanging out outside in the shade, right? Talking with your friends. That's it. Talking about the cool stuff, like what happened on the A team the night before. Did I do that in kindergarten? Seemed like grade school. Anyway, what do you miss about kindergarten? Let me know your answers. And in the meantime, we will go ahead and check and see. Let's see. We got another one online. What do you think about dogs being forced to be vegan? Dogs were not meant to be vegan, but that's not our question of the day. Think about it and let me know your answer. YouTube bots, gotta love them. Let's see what's going on in and around our world today. Voodoo Donut Chain. I don't know if you heard about this. Yesterday was 420, and apparently they celebrated by selling donuts shaped like certain devices. They basically were shaped like, the blue donuts had a sweet and savory taste with the names and flavors that included maple blizzard blunt, jalapeno pepper hot box, watermelon sour high, breadstick blunt, and at least they get creative with the names. And also, let's see, the Unbridled Eve Derby Gala will take place this Friday from Louisville. The Pre-Derby Bash will feature music from Richie Sambora, Philip Phillips, Sugar Hill Gang, and Lori Morgan. Interesting mix there. Of course, the Kentucky Derby actually takes place on Saturday. Apple news, Tim Cook apparently stepping down as Apple's CEO. Been there for nearly 15 years, and John Ternus is Apple's head of hardware engineering, will take over on September 1st. So, the next launch is not going to be done by Tim Cook. That'll be weird, I think, for a lot of people. And not a lot going on this morning. I think people are just chill after yesterday. But our question of the day today, like I said, I have a theory that we're kind of just working our way back to kindergarten. I'm not going to mention any particular places, but there are places when you get older where you can have a little breakfast, hang out with your friends, get some activities done, maybe a few outdoor activities, and then also, go home for that nap in the afternoon. It's just, we're working our way towards going back to kindergarten. I really do think that. But what about you? What do you miss about kindergarten? Is there something that you miss? Hanging out with your friends? We had recess already in there. So let me know your answers for our question of the day. 575-523-KGRT is the number. That's 575-523-5478. And, of course, leave your comments down below for our question of the day. What do you miss about kindergarten? And, of course, our question of the day is brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces.